Hola, bonjour, assalamu alaikum, shalom. ¿Cómo están? How are you all? How are you all? Morning, morning, morning. I am out here walking and talking to you good people. Thank you so much for joining me as always, those that catch this live broadcast, and for those that watch the replay, however much of it that you watch live and or the replay, I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Why am I doing a zigzag? Get it together, Wanda. Get it together. Ah, welcome, welcome. Getting my steps in, folks. Getting my steps in. Hello, Joshua. How are you? Happy first day of June to you also. Happy first day of June to you also, Joshua. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here. Woo. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the like button. Oh, oh. Man, if I could just stop yawning. I have to stop getting up so early. Hello, Sheet. How are you? Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks so much for stopping by. Thanks for hitting the thumbs up button. I do appreciate it. How are things going with you, Sheet? I guess you were doing me the other day somewhat. Walking and talking. Sheet, you are something else. Hello, Shannon J. Rawat, Senior. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here. Please, you all, make sure you go check out each other's channels in case I don't mention you. I probably will. Most times I do. And you may or may not be here when I shout you out because I know people have lives, jobs, all that good stuff. But thank you all so much for being here. Yes, yes. Got up so early, I forgot the title of this broadcast. Oh, I think it was Tricky Thursday. Yeah, you don't want to get played. You don't want to get tricked. Of course, I'm going to talk about money and other things. Yeah, you never want to get played. So on some things that you somewhat have control over, we'll just talk about the money part to begin. Of course, after you work your week, 2 weeks, month, etc., however it is that you get your money, you have control over that money. Just in general, I'm not talking people that got garnishments and judgments and they're paying off this, that, or the other with regards to other legal stuff besides their debts, etc. Yeah, you have control over your money. You shouldn't be getting played or tricked about your money. Most of us in the chat are old enough to know about the things that are going on out here, scams, scammers, etc. If something sounds too good to be true, it is, regardless of what area it is regarding, whether it's your money, real estate and money, or someone, a young lady or somebody telling you they got it all together, or they're talking to you and it seems all together, and you're not paying attention to the red flags, and now you just got played, you got involved, and now it's a total fiasco. And you may get to the point where you get yourself in some mess, i.e. having a kid, and now you got tricked, you got played because someone sold you a bill of goods and they're not the person that you thought they were. But nonetheless, you don't want to get tricked or played. And with regards to your money that you have control over, the number one thing, budget. Budget, budget, budget. Oh, I saw this little thing, and I think it goes something like live less, no, spend less, buy less, live more. And we definitely know that it takes money to do pretty much any and everything out here, and you want to keep more of your money with you now so that you can do the things that you need to do: food, clothing, shelter. Possibly make sure that your kid, if you can afford to homeschool, that means having someone stay there to do it, or set up pods, or you want to send them to a private institution, you're going to need money for that. And let's not forget, the spending of time so that you can provide information, critical life skills, etc. to your children also went to in this. And you don't want to get played with about your money. And one way is the budget, but the other thing is you need to know the information. You have to do your research also with regards to your money and everything that is involved in that. Of course, buying a home, buying a car, buying a dishwasher, refrigerator, any and everything, you want to do your research so that you can make sure that you are buying good quality products and you don't have to keep putting good money after bad, etc., etc. When you buy low quality items, you're getting played, because after 2, 3, or 4 years, if you don't handle them with kid gloves or know how to do the repairs on them yourself, then you're going to find yourself spending more money than you need to. But definitely research. Information is power. Hello, Shanky girl. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. All about food and travel. Hello. How are you? I do appreciate your being here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, we have to be mindful about when we are trying to, of course, most people have jobs, and then sometimes people have a side hustle. But when we start to know that, hey, I need more money coming in than what it is that I have coming in, because I want to start doing this, or I need to prepare for my kids' college, or I want to buy a particular thing in 2, 3, or 4 years. And then some people may start to get a little bit nervous, anxious about it, and then they go into these bad deals because someone is, the rhetoric, their words, oh, it sounds so good. All you have to do is, and then they tell you, all you have to do is to give you a whole lot of words, and then they tell you, pay $599 for such and such and such, and you'll be on your way to having millions. You all see it all the time here on these YouTube streets, these other social media websites. If you're still watching TV, you see it on late nights or during the day, whatever it is, and it sounds so good. And you are in the mindset, in the mind frame at that moment that, hey, this sounds good. This is going to be the ticket. This is going to be my way out of poverty. Or this is going to be my way out of this particular situation. The moment, hold on, something's bothering me. Oh, wow. Hey, what is going on with the shoe? Put on a different pair of sneakers and okay. All right, I am still here, folks. Oh my goodness, much better. Oh. It sounds so good. They was telling you, or he or she was telling you all this information. It's going to be great. All you have to do is this, pay this money, put in 2 or 3 hours a week, or 6 or 7 hours on the weekend, and it sounds so great, so good, so easy. You can do it because you have 2 or 3 hours on the weekend, 5 or 6 hours on the weekend, over Saturday and Sunday to do it. And there you have it. You got played. You got tricked. Whew. Not a good spot to be in. Not a good spot to be in. Not a good place to be in. Because first of all, you probably didn't have the $600 or whatever the amount it was, discretionary, to give to said adventure. And now it's not panning out. They gave you all the information possibly, or some of the information, Whatever it is that you find out after you have given them their money, the credit card, it all went through, and now you have to put in this type of work. And it's not the 3 hours or 6 hours they said. It's more like a whole nother job. And a lot of it involves probably sales. It just depends on what the trick is that they got you on. But yeah, as always, you have to do your research. And if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. It probably is. But once we get into that mindset where, okay, we want it easy and quick, therein lies the problem. That should be the sign, like, okay, this sounds too easy. And that should be, like I said, our first key to, like, okay, something isn't right here. It doesn't pass the smell test. So you don't want to get tricked. People, you're out here, you're working too hard for your money. And like I said, every job is not secure. So just, if you think about it that way, then you should be in the mindset, okay, this could be my last week at the job, etc., etc. Like I said before, I get it, that there are some jobs that are pretty stable, doctor, nurse, lawyer, maybe accountant, and others. I get it. But we have seen over time where the technology has changed and a lot of things have changed. We see it has been many, many years that these car manufacturing plants have either closed totally in a particular area, or I think sometimes they just shut down during periods of the year, not quite sure. But we have been seeing that so much that when we hear about it, we're just kind of sort of immune to it. But these are people that aren't working during this time, and they are out here looking for jobs. Like I said, all jobs are not secure. So if you're in that mindset already and you're doing your budget and you're getting your debt down and out of the way, etc., and doing other things within your household, so that you can manage with or without, mostly without, then great. Start now to set yourself up, because it has already hit. It has hit long time ago, way long before the pandemic even happened. We all know this. And when that technology started to change, did we see that trick coming? Did we see that play coming? Now your kids need to be in the STEM fields. Yes, we still have manufacturing jobs out here. Yes, we still have those. And we still have retail, all of that. Yes. And you can stay at a place and, move up and make decent money for you, your family, etc. All good. And of course, if it's just you right now, then it's just you. But down the road, you may want this, that. You may want a husband or wife, a kid or two. That cost. So you're going to need more income. Even if your wife or husband is working, you're going to need more income. But yeah, definitely we have to make sure that our kids aren't going to get played or be played out here. So we as the parents need to make sure that we are hopefully guiding them towards the STEM area. And hopefully they have an interest in it already. But we have to let them know that, hey, there are plenty of jobs, I guess, in the STEM area, STEM field. But we have to kind of sort of guide them to where the jobs are going to be, unless they have said, hey, I want to be a lawyer, doctor, nurse, etc., someone other like that, out of the gates. Because a lot of us don't have time for, we're going to do a gap year and all this other stuff. That is a trick. If you know that you're going to be the one that's footing this gap year while they just travel around the world, or just sit at home and, be on YouTube all day, while they think about what it is that they want to do, on your dime, no, not at 18. Not me. You got to get up out of here. You got to get up out of here and do something. Not having that. And we see, most of us see how some of the young folks are, not how all the young folks are. We know about the young folks within our circle. And if we have 10 or 15 cousins, nieces, nephews, maybe our own children that are falling into the category of these kids nowadays, they don't want to do nothing. They want everything handed to them. They can't stay off of their phone. This, that, and the other. That's problematic. That gap year is going to be a trick played on you. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. If you're in a position to where you can do that, let them go travel about the world or stay at home and find themselves. These little buzzwords, find themselves. Okay. All right, do that. But yeah, don't get played with your money. Don't fall. If something sounds too good to be true, what have you, it probably is. Don't fall for it. Don't get played. Don't get tricked by others or your kids. Yeah, don't get played. People, you're working too hard for your money. And also, along with don't get played or tricked, everything is political. And all politics are local. We can't be distracted by some things that are happening out here in the political world. Especially with regards to the black community. And if some of you haven't noticed, I'm black. Hello, Wellness with Frugal Mama. How are you? Hello, Brother Bear Miller. How are you? Thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here. The two of you, I appreciate it. And everyone else, thanks so much. But yes, we cannot get distracted by the things that these politicians may or may not be saying on their own or with regards to a situation. I was looking up something, hair came to my brain this morning, and Congresswoman Cynthia McKinney, she's no longer a congressperson, but that is her title. Congresswoman Cynthia McKinney from Georgia. There was an incident that happened, this was quite a few years back, with regards to her hair. She, for the little bit of it that I can remember and that I saw online this morning, was that she came into the Capitol building like she normally does on this particular day, and one of the Capitol police, I guess, stopped her, maybe questioned her. There was some confrontation that ensued, I guess words, and supposedly she hit him with a cell phone, what have you. But it was in regards to her hair. Her hair. Her black hair. I just did not understand it. She still had the same face, same eyes, nose, mouth, with everything included, lips, teeth. She had the same face. What was so astonishing about her hair? It was a white Capitol Police, per the report. What was so astonishing or traumatic to him about her hair that he confronted her with regards to it? Just sad. And then it went on for a little bit in the news. Like I said, you can go back and try and get some of it, but just on the surface of it, what was so astonishing about her hair to this white police officer? And I get it, there's more than one or two that are working at the Capitol building, making sure people are who they say they are. It's just something. And then, of course, everyone that is anybody here in the D.C. metro area, especially Congress people, chimed in on it. And then I saw, this was some time back, black people at their jobs, when they wear their hair differently, in braids, dreads, any other hairstyle, twists, locks, and any of the other afros, is triggering to some. It is triggering to some. Interesting. Interesting. But nonetheless, that's one part of it. The other part is our not getting distracted by that. We all know what the deal is. We have to continue to stay focused on our goals and what it is that we are doing. If we aren't the boss, if we aren't the boss at the place, then we're not the boss at the place. They have the rules and regulations to the dress code and all this other stuff, what have you, and we may disagree with it, what have you. And if we think that it is worth our time to want to debate that particular issue, then take it up, yes, fine. My thing when all of this was going on was that it became a distraction because some of the politicians were out there saying this, that, live long enough to know a few things and have done a few things. Yeah, I get it. And it can be hurtful. Like, hey, everybody else get to have their hair any type of way that they want to. If I change up my hair, it's it's crazy. It's a Capitol Hill offense. It's what's really going on with this black woman. But my eyes didn't change, my face didn't change, my nose didn't change, my ears. You and other Capitol Hill police officers have been seeing my face for many days, each and every day that I come through here. But once again, we can't get distracted or played by when other politicians come in there and say stuff that we agree with, and we get all hyped up because we see a politician that looks like us saying something. Yeah, we all know why he or she may be saying it. We don't have time to play games. We don't have time to play games with them or anybody else, whether they are our elected official or not, because they all get a vote in both of the houses. So yeah, we can't get distracted or allow ourselves to be played and think that someone, they're talking our language, that they're possibly on our team. No, you have to take the care of number one. You are number one. Of course, you have to. We've been granted this day. We have to be able to wake up and breathe. God has granted us that, but we have to do all the other things. We have to go to the job site and work, bring home the money, etc., to live, this, that, and or the other. So you have to take care of yourself. I have to take care of myself first, and then it extrapolates out to my family, my children. I have an adult kid. It's over with, but she's still my kid, etc., etc. And any of the ones in our lives that we love and that we care for, etc. You have to take care of yourself. And then your family, now and for generations out. We can't allow ourselves to get distracted, played, or tricked because someone that looks like us is saying the things that we want to hear. And then they go and vote. Then they go and vote on the side of the millionaire or the billionaire that gave them the money. And they don't need to vote because they have the money. You all follow what it is that I'm saying. They have the money already. And if they don't give any of the politicians any money, some other millionaire or billionaire have gave that politician some money, and trust that those millionaires and billionaires, they are on the same page, how they can preserve, keep their money with them to pass on to their family. So don't get tricked or played because someone is saying something that we like. It's great that they are saying it, and then we just need to move on. Just say to yourself, I'm glad that you agree with that. Now moving on, because I have to go and do my 40-hour week and these other 2 side gigs that I have just so that I can make the rent, so that I can pay your salary. I know it's like that. It's called taxes. I get it. But hey, while they take the campaign contributions of the millionaires, they are going to do their bidding. I think I went off track. But yeah, don't get distracted by the craziness. Don't get distracted by the craziness because it is not serving the black community well. I'm just speaking about black folks. It is not serving us well, folks. We understand where we came from, how we got here, all of those atrocities. We understand it. We know it. We haven't forgotten it. We haven't forgotten about it. And they're talking about hair and a whole host of other stuff. Everything that's happening with these big box stores and restaurants, etc. They are on it and talking about that. Haven't heard them say a peep about reparations. They're on your side, yeah, when they're talking about your hair or some foolishness, in my opinion. Let's get down to the heart of the matter, the money. And yeah, and all the times I'm not watching and other people are busy and things are just happening, laws are being made, rules, etc. And we don't find out about it until we are, in a particular situation where we need to know this information. But then we find out that, hey, wow, this is a crazy law. Then if you go back far enough, like, who are some of the people that signed on to it? Who are some people that said, hey, yeah. And then you find out they look like you, and in your brain, you're like, why would they do something like that? And I get it. People are making these laws, and trust, most of the time it's all good for everyone. And then someone will throw something in there that's like, oh my God. And the only way that this thing is going to pass is if you agree to that craziness, which down the road you find out that craziness is really affecting you. But yeah, you can always go back and find out who voted, how they voted. Yeah, but don't get played or tricked when people start getting hype about stuff that probably really don't pertain to you and or your community, or things you may or may not be down with at a particular time. Yeah, just don't get played or tricked. People out here do a lot of talking, and a lot of us don't have time for it. A lot of people, like I said, are working a job, 2 jobs, side hustles, and everything that can come down the pipe just to pay the rent. That's what's going on. How are they going to help people with the rent? And the student loan stuff, and I'm going off on a tangent now. The student loan debt stuff that's going on. And if that involves you or your children, and of course this is a lesson for maybe your children now, if they're still in high school going off to college, and or your grandchildren that may be in that spot, about student loan debt. It is your debt. You will have to pay it. Don't expect someone else to pay it. And I get it. A lot of people can't realize the American dream, like get married and buy a home, because they have this debt on them, and they can't discharge it in bankruptcy. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Guess who signed onto that bill? Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. President Joe Biden. And now here we are, and I understand it is hard. But with regards to our children, it's just crazy that he promised something. Of course, they all do it. They promise something, and then they fall through on the promise. Okay. Now that you know that, don't get tricked or played the next time someone says something nice and sweet that pertains to you. Because everything doesn't pertain to everybody. Like people that don't have children, never had children, they're still paying taxes for the school. So everything don't pertain to you. Yeah, just don't get tricked by the flowery words. I thank you all so much for being here. Hello, Praying Couple Cooking Series. Praying Couple Cooking. How are you all doing? Kay Stevenson, thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here. Praying Couple Cooking Series. Thank you so much for being here. Ooh. Yeah, you have to take care of yourself. And one way to get yourself and to put your mind, one of the ways, there are many, to get your mind put to ease, at ease, etc., is to work on your finances. Take a control of your finances, which is what I'm doing. I am a work in progress over here, people. I'm not saying I got it all together and all in one sock. No, I am working on myself and getting these bills away from me, etc., etc. Slow and steady. Yes. Whew. So, okay. All right. So, gotta, yes, get that budget together and going. Get that debt under control and work on and the mindset, the discipline, not spending, spending less, buying quality items, products, etc., all of that good stuff. Someone here with their dog. I'll just get over here. Just get in my car. And his grandson with him. Hello, boss lady Denise. How are you? How are you? Gotta get back over there to your spot. I'll get in my car until he gets his dog together. But yes, good to see you too. Praying Cup of Cocoa series. Make sure you go check out each of the channels. Ooh, oh my goodness. Ooh. Sheet, we here, go check him out. I'm watching that dog. Sheet, we here, go check him out. He's over there vlogging each day for the most part. Check out his channel. Sheet, we're here. Talking about a host of topics. Sheet, we're here. Joshua Gabriel, go check him out. Does artwork and he sells his artwork. Go check out Joshua Gabriel. He does go live. If he's going live, he'll put it in the chat that he's going live today or something or other. Sanjay Rawat Sr., go check him out. A great place to go to meet and connect with others. Wait for him to get down there. Sanjay Rawat, go check him out. Go check him out. Boss Lady Denise, go check her out. She's over there doing try-ons. She's on a health journey. She's walking in the park, so she's just vlogging. Go check out Wellness with Frugal Mama. Hello once again. Go check her out. 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for me. Go check her out. Wellness. She is over there exercising and doing her positive affirmations throughout and, of course, at the end. Wellness with Frugal Mama. Miss BN Fam probably should be going live should be live now. Walking with Jesus. Go check out her channel, Walking with Jesus. And she does an exercise show. 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And she goes live doing other things also. Ooh, go check her out. The dog is still close by. Ooh, this old helmet, strap on, spelled backwards is no parts. Okay, this old helmet, strap on, spelled backwards is no parts. Okay, exactly. Okay, thank you so much for being here, this old helmet. Thanks so much for being here. I'm going to check you out. Ooh, Boss Lady Denise, Miss B and Fam. Don People, thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for being here. I don't see the dog anymore, but I know he's still here. Ooh, Don People, thank you so much for being here. I wish I could say your name. OZ, hello. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate it. I'm not seeing the dog. Okay. Ooh. Praying Couple Cooking Series. Go check out their channel. Go check out their channel. Monday through Friday. They were Monday through Sunday through Saturday, but they're not doing things on the weekends as far as I understand. I'm going to keep this thing open, but I'm going to be out of here if he starts coming up. I got to watch him. That is Praying Couple Cooking Series. Make sure you go check out their channel. Monday through Friday, they are out here. Wild Out Wednesday, they're doing shout outs, etc. And of course, cooking. Go check out their cooking. They're always cooking up something and putting a little twist to it. With a little twist, as DJ Vet says. Watching that dog. But yeah, I do appreciate your time. You're being here once again. Life is, as it always is, life, and it's always lifing, as they say now. But yeah, don't get played. Don't get tricked into anything that people are selling with their flowery words to remove money from you to get your money. People that are selling a dream, whether it's the scammers, I'll just scammers, people tell you about, or your politicians. Yeah, they will do it too, to get your vote, to get your vote and beyond, to get your vote. And then that's a whole nother conversation. And then help others after they get your vote, and for some get your money, and then they will help other communities. Tell it like it is. But nonetheless, I am going to get off of this phone, off of this live. And I do appreciate your time, folks. Thank you so much for being here. And yes, Bear Miller, he was here earlier. I forget, didn't shout him out. Yeah, go check out Bear Miller. I think he is going live today. I know I'm subscribed to his channel, but go check out Bear Miller over there playing some great music, all genres, great music over there while he is chatting a little bit and entertaining. You all go by and check him out, and you will see for yourself. That's Bear Miller. Go check him out. I forgot to shout him out. Let's see what's here. Woo. Thank you, everyone, for being here. OZ, thank you so much for being here. Another place to go check out. She's in the channel. I can't pronounce her entire full name. Go check her out. Sorry about that, OZ, but go check her out. Another great place to go to meet others, connect, and hopefully become family members. Shangy Girl also, thank you so much for being here. Once again, another great place to go to meet family members, connect, etc., etc. Shangy Girl, go check her out. Go check her out. All About Food and Travel, thank you so much for being here. Go check out their channel. Go check out their channel. Thank you so much. She said, you and Elisha's journey be walking. Yeah, I got to get it in, and do a whole host of other things too. But yes, thank you all so much for being here. Take care. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Be safe. Stay hydrated.